But let me tell you a little bit about pushing and pulling, okay? In the business, there's pushers and there's pullers. They both can be very successful in it. But in my life, I like to be a puller. Now, a puller, it's kind of like, I remember some general I was watching, and he had some string on the table, right? And on that thing, he says, in leadership, he put this table there, and he pushes that string, it goes nowhere. Then he turns around and he starts pulling it. And you pull the whole situation together. Now, these pushers can do okay. I mean, they can do a business, and they can make it. There are a lot of them very successful people. But I just always had in my mind that I'd rather be a puller. I'd rather pull you than push you. To be a puller, you have to have a tremendous attitude toward how you build people. And the reason this is, the attitude that you need to have is that they need to know that you really care. You cannot play a game at this. Don't try to be what you're not. Don't make promises you can't keep. But this is very important to the situation and who you're working with. And therefore, you have to be in the relationship. And when I had them here, sometimes I talk about this. When people are not doing well, you can work with them, and you can maybe develop them and train them and work and then doing them. But somewhere along the line, if you're not able to re-challenge them, one person can burn you all your energy, all your time, you know. And sometimes, Randy, when I used to say, you know, you look at your records and you see this is the third month. You call her and she doesn't answer your phones. That's when the letter goes out and says, boy, I'm thinking about you. Is there anything I can do to help you if I can't? And if I can't help you, then I tell the people honestly, don't focus on something that won't respond. Okay? Oh, you mean let her go? Yes, let her go. But in your letter you said, if there's anything I can do, please call me. Now you've asked her to call you. She doesn't come to training. She doesn't come to anything. And so you're worried. And the biggest worry about this is, man, if I lose this girl, I'm going to lose my designership. And what can I do to keep her? And whether you know it or not, this goes on. But it's a very dangerous thing to work with. So you have to, in the reality of it all, you work, I'd say for the first 3 months, you give it everything you got. And you try to recover something. But eventually, it comes to the point they don't come to training. One girl told me, well, I've already been there. I said to her, why don't you go to training? Oh, I was already there once, you know. And so it's amazing how you have to. But let me tell you, through it all, love them, okay? It's so hard to love some people, but they need it more than anybody else, and they reject it when you try to give it to them. But if you got the love of Christ in you, and you got that love, it's so magnetic. Man, they can look in your eyes and see you smiling. God has been so good to us, and He's given us the leadership. He's given us the desire to serve. He's given us the opportunity to love, which is the most. And I tell people, if you want love, then love people. If you want to be served, then if you want to be a servant, then serve people. This is how you develop it, and you get a rebound. It comes back to you, and it's so interesting. Isn't that wonderful? It is. To love to see what God can really do and what He has done. You didn't know I could whistle, did you?